At 4ZZZ, we acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we broadcast. We pay our respects to the elders past, present and emerging of the Turrbal and Jagera people. We acknowledge that their sovereignty over this land was never ceded.
And we stand in solidarity with them.
You're listening to Tranzmission on 4ZZZ, amplifying the trans and gender non-conforming voices of Brisbane and beyond.
Hello, hello! You're
Yes.
listening to Trans Supremacy. Start your Tuesday right on Trans Supremacy. My name is Ez. I use he, him pronouns.
And boo! My name is Selma and my pronouns are she, her, and trans supremacy.
Trans Supremacy.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much to Lucy from Zguys this morning. Isn't Lucy just fantastic? I think they just do
I
like
love
3 hours of
Lucy.
the best drive time music you can ask.
That's good.
Yeah.
I think I may have met Lucy once, but could you tell me some more fun facts about Lucy? Because Lucy gave
Absolutely.
us a shout out, so you should educate me and the people.
Absolutely. Fun facts about Lucy. Well, first of all, she's also a Virgo, like me. So we both
Ooh.
have similar birthdays. And
Astrology.
Yes, and it's Virgo season right now.
Is
it is
it?
September, yeah.
I'm such a bad queer. I'm not like, I don't follow the stars and the stars don't follow me.
That's because you're moving around like a whirlwind.
Yeah. No, I understand astrology. I like it. I think it's important. It's like dogs sniffing each other's ass. It's sort of like
Information.
Yeah. Well, I'll give
Yeah.
you information. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? It's like when queers first meet, they say blah 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 blah. What's your star sign? And then we make our judgments really quickly.
And then we make out.
yeah, and then done. Finished. We're dating now.
Completed. Upload complete.
Anyway, keep on going about Lucy. Don't let me interrupt
Lucy and I
you.
are both Virgos. Lucy's
That's true.
also, I don't know how many years she's been doing Zguys with Jack, but it's a long time.
A long time. I like
Yeah.
that fun fact.
And anytime I hear Curtis Mayfield, doesn't matter whether I'm at the radio station or anywhere else, if I hear the song, I'm like, oh, gotta go on air in like 2 minutes. I'm like, nope, that's just conditioning from being next to Zguys for so many years now.
God. Jobs do that to you sometimes. You'll just be walking down the street and you'll hear a song and you'll go, I remember when I worked in hospitality and it broke me.
Or the beeping sound of
like Uber Eats.
or like a chip
Chip
fryer.
drive-through? Yeah. Let's all go down to the chip drive-through and get us some chips.
All right. Time for some
Oh, like a
chippies, kids.
McDonald's fryer.
Yeah.
And it goes beep boop.
Yes.
Beep boop.
And then you just hear that every now and then. You're like,
Oh, no.
take me back.
Oh, no. I still hear the bells.
The bells?
Yeah, from when I worked as a gargoyle at a church.
As a guy?
Yeah, it's a real job. How do you think they get up there? Somebody's got to turn to stone. It's Tuesday.
You were the gargoyle, someone else was Medusa.
Yeah, no, I just really good. I got really good at body painting as. You should see my toes. They're like literally rock grabbers, church grabbers, if you will.
Oh my goodness.
Trans supremacy.
If there's an interesting job that you've had, you should text us on 0420 626 733. Let us know kind of the interesting work you've done in the past.
Yeah.
Have you ever been a gargoyle?
Have you?
For pay? No.
The things I've done for pay are ridiculous. From gargoyles to being a gargoyle at a kid's birthday, it's a whole thing.
Well, something I've never been paid to do anything cool like that.
That's crazy.
Actually, no, that's not true.
Yeah,
I've
come on.
definitely been paid to like dress up as like an interesting horror creature
That's
before.
the
Trust
goal
fund
and the
demon.
dream. Trust fund demon.
That's what I was.
That's so
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
What does it look like?
I was just like, it was for Black Social,
Yes.
working with Alethea Beatson, and they did like a Black Friday event maybe about a few years ago now at Greaser, and the Greaser was like converted into like a horror maze that you had to walk
That's
through.
awesome.
I ended up terrifying a bunch of fellow 4ZZZ announcers who went along to the event, and it brought me a lot of joy. But I got to dress up as like a demon. I had prosthetics on. I was like in a black gown, and I just kind of like and it was all kind of a playoff of white colonial culture as the creepy things.
It is a monster. That's for fucking sure. Sorry,
really
excuse my language.
It really
beep,
is.
beep.
You're listening to Tranzmission on 4ZZZ. My name is Ez. I use he, him pronouns.
My name is Selma, and I use she, her, and funny person. Just been having a good
Funny person pronouns.
Funny person.
Are you a comedian?
I'm not. No, I just realised I'm sounding more and more like a Republican, being like, my pronouns are eagle in America. Shut up, idiot. I'm just gonna say she, her. Oh gosh, we giggle, we laugh.
We do. We do. We have so much fun. And Selma, you also have so much fun out in community.
I do.
And
Fro-licking.
Fro-licking.
Yeah.
And you're going to be frolicking. You're going to be licking Annerley very soon. So I hear.
Oh, yes. Actually, well, for anybody playing along at home, I will not be licking Annerley at any point unless
it's frolicking.
Yeah, unless it's frolicking. Anyway, every year, oh my gosh, what a setup.
I've lost it, I'm sorry.
La 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 la.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, so Annerly Junction Festival happens every year. And this year it is Saturday the 11th of October, and it is one of my favorite events that I get to host every year. There's heaps of awesome stores that come together from the local area, from clothing stores to food markets and makers from all sorts of places.
I had the best tacos ever there last year. There were some really good tacos.
And also the tea joint that was there. I had like 6 teas because it was so hot. But it's just such a fun community event. It feels so wholesome because it brings a lot of different people together. And then there's this big scary bird on the stage, which is me, hosting the whole thing. And this year I'm singing a couple of songs and hosting the fashion parade, which is very, very exciting, with our friend Mona. And it's just an awesome event to come together and see some local makers put on a fashion parade and put on just like a really wholesome
Was it Whale House there last year?
Yes.
As well?
Yeah.
That was awesome too.
Whale House was playing, and that was so much fun.
Yes.
And there's usually roving parades as well. So there's usually like dances, and we had, I think the theme was Carnival last year, and we had these giant like bird puppets and jellyfish walking around, and it's just very atmospheric. I do recommend bringing sunscreen, hat, water bottle, and something to shade yourself, because it is a very, very hot day usually. And and
I think it catches people off guard.
Yeah, you get there and you're like there for 1 hour, and Stacey has just texted in and said, how do we get a stall? Love from Pusher Distro. You can actually just go onto the Annerly Junction Festival, which is junctionfest.com.au, and apply for a stall. You can also apply to perform or join in an art capacity as well. It's a day that has a bit of everything for everyone, for kids and adults as well.
It's so much fun. Last year, actually, there was like someone selling little plants and knickknacks, and I purchased a little thing of cactus, and I still got that cactus now.
Yeah, that's so good. I love it because I think it's just a really good amalgamation of everyone in the community. You know, we've got...
Yeah, who are your neighbours?
Yeah, who are your neighbours? And we've got one lady selling like pot plants out of little baby porcelain skulls, and then down the road we've got some nice like normal looking pot plants. So there's something for everyone.
The normie plants.
The emo plants. Yeah, we got plants out the wazoo.
Come to Annerley.
Yes, and I do really have to commend the organisers, especially Larissa Deek, who puts this on every year and helps organise it. It's just a very safe environment, and I feel very supported by them all the time. So if you are looking for something to do October the 11th, come to Annerly Junction Festival.
Woo! I'll be there. I'm
come along.
to do it.
It'll be cute. Supremacy at Annerly Junction Festival. No, that's bad.
No. Yes. No, maybe. Who knows?
Who knows? Could you
Come
imagine?
along and find out.
Yeah. We'll see.
We'll see. We had Peter message in asking a question more to do with regarding some trans young people and making gender decisions.
Yeah, let's just give everybody a trigger warning. This is overall a wholesome text message, but can be a bit upsetting for those who don't believe in the cis view of gender expression and transitioning.
I'm exasperated already.
Yeah, I'm already tired. We both got a little jump scare at the start.
We did,
like, oh!
but it's fine. It's fine. We're not so jumped. We didn't jump so high.
Yeah, good. Back on my seat.
The question here is there's an argument to be made, or that is being made by cis folk, cis. CIS, in case you're wondering, not SIS. Cis is like, hey sis, what's up?
Yeah.
But when we're talking about cis people generally asking questions around, can young people, they're not allowed to make decisions around drinking, voting, they need certain permissions from the parent, guardian, they can't smoke, stuff like this. Then why are they able to, quote, in quotations, make drastic and life-changing decisions around their bodies and gender? Well, first of all, no one under the 18 is doing that. It's not legal
They can't.
anyway. So no children is making any life-changing decisions about their bodies at all. They can make decisions about their gender. They can make whatever decisions they'd like about their gender because it's no one else's business but their own. But in terms of their actual body, that's not happening. And if it is happening, it's happening with parental consent, and it's happening with lots of counselling and lots of barriers.
Yeah.
Lots of barriers. There are lots of things that come into place. So to answer the question, what young people, they're not allowed to make these decisions. Why are they allowed to make life-changing decisions about their bodies? They're not, is the short answer of it.
Yeah. And as we were discussing before, people don't listen to kids. People don't respect kids, and people don't listen to their core values. And I find it really distressing working with some young people who don't get that opportunity to be heard by their adults, their people that they look up to. I think for me, it's a pretty good example of how my life might have been differently. I only had the language to express how I had felt since I was a kid when I was 27. And I was lucky enough and maybe a little bit stupid enough to make it to 27, to figure out those words and to have people like Ez, people like Sev that I could look up to and go, oh, this is real and this is a lived experience that exists. And despite all of the proof and all of the science, this is still a very common question of why should kids be allowed to make this decision? Because imagine waking up from day dot of your frontal lobe developing and going, hey, I actually don't belong in this body. So I don't think that there is any trans person that doesn't weigh up the weight of making this drastic and life-changing decision when really it's been sitting under the surface of the skin, a very thin layer of skin that whole time. So I just, the reality is, as says, is that it doesn't happen. You have to go through 1,000 hoops just to have a conversation with somebody in the first place to start discussing hormonal replacement therapy, if that's what we're talking about. But then often some people's expression can be enough in just the mental health side of things, that receiving that allied health and being able to converse about your experience or converse about your identity is as important as any hormonal therapy or, sex change, whatever you want to put it down to the drastic and life-changing thing. It's more important that we have community and our own cis adults in our circles going, well, let's go and talk about that because I don't have the tools to talk about it, which I really want to say thank you, Pete, for saying, I want to be able to answer this question with a bit more, tact. So thanks for texting in.
I mean, you could always say if kids are subjected to adult crime, adult time, then they're not adult enough to make decisions about their body as well, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. And Queensland would have you think that even expressing any trans sentiments is a thought crime at this point. But we exist, we're here. It's not like we're going anywhere. And despite our laws and our governments doing a really good job to stamp on minorities at the moment, we're still going to be here. We're still going to find ways.
Oh, yeah. And transness and the bending of genders will continue for as long as there is humans on this earth. So
Yeah.
I think it's also like when we think about the autonomy of young people, just because, like, I don't know, when I was young, people would always tell me that, never took me seriously for some of the things that I was talking about, even my perspectives on, like, big issues, stuff like that, because I was just apparently too young to know what I was talking about. And I think that's kind of like, it's really infantilizing, because I was like 22. It's not like, we do this up until, for quite a long time. The first like quarter of someone's life, we devalue them. We talk about how maybe they don't understand things because they're young. Yeah. But, I know people in their 40s who don't know things. So, like, come on now.
Yeah. And I think, like, reflecting on when I was a kid, all of the things that I was denied, I'm doing now. And I seeked it out. Like, I had to go and find it. So I always find it really funny when these parents are like, oh, they don't know what they're talking about. Well, they're going to find out eventually, and they're going to figure it out for themselves in spite of you. Yes. And that's the thing that I never understand is, like, you have a kid and you go, oh, I'd love this to be a little mini-me, I guess. That's fucked up, in my opinion. Yeah. Don't have a kid if you've got an ego that goes, God, I want to live a little bit longer, because you are not going to get what you want. I'm fortunate enough to work with a lot of trans youth, and I think the common sentiment is that I always knew. Yeah. So when their parents go, oh, you didn't know, or blah, 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 it's belittling. It's so, like, to disregard somebody saying that this is important to me is sort of baffling, no matter how old they are, because at the core, for most children, especially under the age of 15, really, really feel things deeply. So when they hear something that is wrong or unjust, or they don't see something that quite fits, they ask the bloody question. Yeah. And that is a consistent thing, especially in young kids. They ask so many questions about, why are you like this, Selma? It's like, well, I was born like this, but now I'm this. And you know how easy it is for their brains to understand that? Really, really, really easy. Yeah. It's not rocket science. It is the human experience that we're talking about, and kids get that. Kids want to play with others, and, they see a pretty princess and they go, you're a pretty princess, let's go and look at bugs. And that's, that's all it has to be. We can...
That's what we want to do every weekend.
Yeah. We just want to dress up as a princess and look at bugs and not, be looked at as some sort of drastic, life-changing freak.
I don't know. That's always my goal.
No, I mean, it is my personal goal as well. But sometimes when you're out in public, you just want to be a little bit like, Aunt, don't I look like Snow White?
I just want to go to Coco's and get what I need and go home.
I want to get my bucket of capsicums. I want to go home and roast them and peel them and de-seed them for 6 hours. The box cost me $4. This is a real life story.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds like
God,
it.
I love Coco's. Also, isn't Sam Coco's just like the most... It's like Bunnings.
Cultural hub.
Yeah. It's a cultural hub. It's a melting pot, and I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, and
if you see Selma at Coco's, don't interrupt.
No, come say hello, but I will be overstimulated. Like, I love Coco's, but no matter how many times I get in there, I'm like wide-eyed, just being like, what do you mean there's blueberry twisties for 75 cents? No, thank you. But then I get into the like $1 camembert, and then I'm done for. I'll buy 6 of those things.
Like those, like that bag of garlic, like they have those bags.
Oh yeah. Hey, I highly recommend those when they're on sale, because you confit those
half
and then you
body
just
weight and garlic.
Oh, you could make garlic tom. Oh, babe, don't get me started. We could just get a whole
things
like cooking show
Coco's.
going. Oh, the things you can hide in Coco's. Okay. There are lots of good hiding spots. I recommend playing hide and seek in Coco's, but be respectful of the other customers.
Yeah, and the staff maybe.
Yeah, and don't get in the fish fridge.
Learn from experience. It's not great.
No, that wasn't me. My photo isn't up on the office wall. And also, a big shout out to their bathrooms. Really nice and clean, just always well organized. Anyway, that divulged really quickly. I just want to say, listen to kids, go to Sam Coco's, feed yourself vegetables. Yeah. It's important. And learn to cook.
That there was South Street with Running Out of Time.
Which we are.
Which we are.
No!
We've got 4 minutes.
4 minutes. First of all, a big shout out to Natalie for saying there's a cheap cheese place on the north side, which I lose my mind over, so I can relate. It's a box, not a bag situation every time. Tell me where it is. Where is the cheese? Yeah, I was just going off about like how much blue cheese I could eat in one sitting and just like become a vial of penicillin personally. Anyway, just little. I love you, Nelly, and I love your love for cheese. Cheese! Woo! Woo!
I also love your music.
Oh, Ez, thank you.
Yeah.
I just
fan.
wanted to get on here today and do a little spruiking for our good mates down at Super Ordinary who have just released a new streaming platform in response to Spotify and Apple Music giving their funds to all of the nonsense and the military funding. And so it's called Distrosub, and essentially you can subscribe to an individual artist, and prices range pretty much from like 8 cents a month to whatever the artist picks, and you every single time you play, they essentially get paid. So I already have like 60 cents in my account, which is more than I've ever seen in 3 years of having music online. In 3 years of streaming, I have seen $30 of royalties. So this puts the power...
abysmal.
It's abysmal because it doesn't allow local artists to dream or believe that they have any control over finances or how they release music. So I think the incredible thing about Distrosub is that it's all by the artist for the artist. So I essentially have a platform that I can upload all my music directly. There's no like loopholes for me to get through. I don't need to go through a distribution company. This essentially just puts the artist in control of their platform and allows you to give them money directly. It's pretty incredible. So if you're looking for a way of getting off Spotify, Apple Music, all of that nonsense, hit up Distrosub. It is just in its early days, but every day we get another artist and it's very exciting.
You can head to distrosub.com and you can check it out there. You can sign up, and if you're an artist, you can also sign up too and see how it benefits you. Another way to support artists is also to subscribe to community radio. So you can subscribe to 4ZZZ. Head to 4zzz.org.au /participate or subscribe and keep us alive. Yeah.
And the other thing, you can come to pinkNOISE in October.
pinkNOISE! Oh my gosh, keen for this. Yes.
So this is 31st of October. It's a like spooky themed synthetic and pop punk music night put on by the beautiful Carl.
My pop punk sound.
Yeah. Yeah, go on, give us your best punk sound.
Yeah!
Yes!
There you go. You got it.
Do your best Selma scream.
Wow!
That was pretty good. But yes,
I practice.
I am very anxious and very nervous because I have been working on new music and I will be performing it live for the first time on the 31st of October at pinkNOISE. I'm very excited.
I'm so excited.
It's very exciting. It's been very daunting. I feel like Distrosub going back one and talking about pinkNOISE has sort of empowered me to be like, oh, it's really actually doable. Because I thought for ages if I had to keep on dealing with management or distribution companies or figuring out which magazine to email, I was going to tear out my hair.
Yeah.
Because I've always enjoyed being able to communicate directly with people that want to come and see the show. Like,
yes.
I'm a very tangible, grabbable, Coco's going performer here in Meanjin, and I think that's the beautiful thing. I'm a local, goddammit! And I'll have my bag of potatoes!
Beep, beep, beep. As you fry them.
Beep, beep.
Yeah.
I'm back at Macca's.
And that's all we have time for, folks.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for tuning in to Tranzmission this morning, and goodbye.
Goodbye, Sickle.
Thank you so much for listening to Tranzmission. See you next Tuesday, 9 to 10 a.m. on 4ZZZ.